Meaning Jo Acholi, welcome back to Chaka Leb Acholi. Segment me, Chaka Ikang. My name is Jackline Ikang of God. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the platform to learn about Acholi, Acholi people, Acholi history, and anything related to the Acholi people, including who they are as a group, the different subgroups, clans and subclans, where they came from, how they migrated, and where they used to reside, and now where most of them are currently settled as different, under different identities, as children, either in South Sudan, present-day South Sudan, or in present-day Uganda, in the northern Uganda region. I'm not reading in this session, however, I'm going to read a brief snippet. I wanted to show you guys a map of where Palwar is located, and this was in response to a question or a request by one of our followers, Mr. Amos Olak, if you're watching. Yesterday I was going over the map of Acholi territories in present-day South Sudan and present-day Uganda, and he was asking about Palwar. However, when I saw the comment, it was kind of late. So I wanted to do a recording. I'm not going to read about Palwar today. I'm still in the process of reading about the Pajok people. They have many subgroups, and Pajok territories to the left and Pajok territories to the right. I'm still reading about Pajok territories to the left. I read about Abolto, Bidi. I'm due to read about Pagaya. I was going to read about Pagaya tonight. But I wanted to briefly show our audience where Palwar is located. I believe once I'm done reading about the Pajok people in the Pajok territories, I will jump and read about other clans in Acholi. I may jump ahead and go to Palwar. I may jump and read about Panikwara or Omeo or any of the other clans within the Acholi tribe of South Sudan, present day. But I wanted to go ahead and show our audience, and especially Mr. Amos Olak, hope you're watching, where Palwar is located. Before I do that, I wanted to read a brief paragraph from the text that I've been reading by Saturino Nala regarding where Palwar is located. Gangmi Palwar. I hope you understand Acholi, and I hope you speak Acholi. I'm going to read it in Acholi, and if you don't understand, I can translate that into English so you can understand. And then I'll go ahead and show you where Palwar is located on the map. And I think the writer does a great job explaining where Palwar is located, what surrounding communities there are in Southern Sudan. And so we can pinpoint it on Google Maps or on the Google Maps using satellite. So we can zoom in to see the different communities within the Palwar region. Okay. Now, I'm not going to take too long because I really wanted to read about Pagaya tonight, but Pagaya, the reading is a little bit lengthy. So I'm going to just read really quickly about Gangmi Palwar. Okay. The Palwar people, where it's located. Okay. And I'm going to read this later, but for right now, I just want to share this with you. So, Mr. Amos, I hope you're watching. My young brother there, I think you were from Palwar, but you were asking about Palwar. So this is what the writer said, where it's located, okay? Gangmi Palwar. Majojo Choning Ngani. Tia Gangi Angwen. Oh, let me turn off my intro here so you can understand and hear me. Okay? So regarding Gangmi Palwar, la jojo choni ngani ni tie gangi angwen ma urumo Gangmi Palwar mana ye obogi malo or to the north. Pajok gi yo tung porocheng to the west. Lokung gi ping or south. Ka katire gi yo tung nyanyo east. I think he meant nyango east. Te kwaro pa chuli wajuni wang lobo mi palwa gi obo tie ikulu lianga. So obo and palwa meet at kulu lianga. Okay. And then wang lobo mi pajok gi palwa kono tie ikulu lerwa. So pajok and palwa meet at kulu lerwa. Okay. Kabero magilungo cheng gidue. Okay. Kamalo lungo ni cheng gidue e palwa. Okay. Tie e palwa. Okay. Ento kabero magilungo bereseli or bericeli tie e pajok. Munu kamage where those two communities and territories meet Pajok and Palwa. On one side is the town or a region called Chengidue on the Palwa side, and then on the Pajok side is Berceli. Okay. Now, Wang Lobo mi Palwa Gi Lo Kung Tie. What do you think it is? Leave your comment if you heard what I was saying earlier. Yala ka wang lobo mi palwa gi katira kono tie ka. If you remember, before I show you where it is. Okay. Palwa tien loke niango. Do you know? This is to anybody who's watching. But almost, do you know where it's located? And do you know what it means? Do you know what Palwa means in Acholi? La chili choningo Palwa tien loke ni lotino nyo likwayo paruot Aloa. There was a chief named Aloa. This is the person that led the Palwa people. They call Palwa because they were led by Chief Aloa. Palwa. Okay, they belong to the Loa or Loa chief. Okay. Yala ningo nyo yoma chik Palwa tien loke ni luak paruot Aloa. Okay. Yala Jo Palwa tie gidok ot Martino aboro kitman. Okay, these are different subgroups and I guess you can say communities within Palwa. There's 8 of them, and he lists what those are. He says Palwa, Amicha. Now you can correct me if I'm pronouncing these incorrectly because I'm not too familiar with Palwa. Now he listed all 8 communities within Palwa. He said Palwa, Amicha, Koyo pa abe, okay, Lamarati, Agata, Omere, Lobone, Gi Isoro, well, Isore. It's the first time I'm hearing about these names, but I know about Lobone. Why? Because my dad, when he goes to South Sudan, he likes to go to Lobone. He's been farming in Lobone. For some reason, I thought maybe because we're from Lobone. We are Patanga, we're not from Lobone. I wondered why he was always going to Lobone to go farming if he's not from Lobone. So he always goes to Lobone. He was living there for some time and he was farming in Lobone, but he's not from Lobone. So I know this name, Lobone. It seems like a lot of the names sound more so like Lotugo. You guys are closer to them anyway in that region. We have Pajok to the west, and you guys are towards Lotugo and Aba in that area. So these names are a little bit unique. I have not heard of them before besides Lobone. So the 8 names are Palwa, Amicha, Koyo Pabe, Welapabi, Lomarati, Agata, Omere, Lobone gi Isore. Isore, Isor. I don't know. I'm not so sure. So I'm not going to read about Palwar fully today. I will jump ahead later and read about Palwar. But right now I am in chapter 12, reading about Pajok, and Palwar is in chapter 16. Okay. Before I go and show you the map, let me read briefly what he is saying about Team Mi Palwar. Okay, Team Mi Palwar. Jo Palwar Tiegi Team Ario Keken. I don't know if that has changed, whether that has changed since he published this research or his book. So team ti Ario Keken. Mana ye team Aquera gi team. Is it Liwa or Iliwa? Ento gintie gi got angwen. Jo Palwar Tiegi got angwen. Mana ye got Oluku. Matie I team Aquera. Okay, got Iwala or Iwala, got Achen, gi got Loboki, okay. Ikum garangwen pa Jo Palwar, dano waro got Ario Keken, okay. God mau waro ningone, okay, chone pien, God man, kaluak openyo gin mo, en tuero mio. Ne, gorari a man, a ye got a loco, ye got loboki, or loboke. Okay, you can also correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Apwoyo. Yala kangoni, la kut siriba, nyochiriba, mi team Palwar, rodo, got, man, tiena chiel, imwaga chiel, lokoro chiribane once a year. A god man, okay? So they blow the trumpet and I guess annually a god man. Look me rodo god man nakajui gitimo I oro. So once a year I oro, or I guess that's fall, if I'm not mistaken. Ikin due mi apa we are chill. Gi due mi apa we are real. So oro is what? It's not really fall, it's more so like winter or cold season, I guess. Due pa will pa get it. Well, maybe I'm using the wrong context to explain it right now because I haven't experienced that. So in November or December, they like to blow the siriba or chiriba, the trumpet, I guess. If we got 2 months, got a local, okay. Ayala ningo, gi got loboki, okay. Ko choningo, dwa iloba chuli na kajuigi dwaro, idwe mi a chiel nyod kwere idwe mi a dek. La did yobo got a real man I a nyim dwa pilok a dek ma pire tek. Mi a chiel wek ra pe ongol cha, mi a ria wek okel yod kombo dano, kami a dek wek winyo pe cham bel idwe mi pur. Dwan wajo ni, inino ma lo diro tie ka rodo got man, chik okwero ni, mon miero pe what? Otinkiri. Miario, chik bene okwer ni, inino man, dano miero oworata. Inino man bene lo diro kero awobe I yoduju madonyo I gang Palwar. Wegin oneni dano duchu tie ka gwaho chik lo diro dong o mio twero mi ma o ngat mo ke ken matie ka toro chik bot awobe megi. Dano ma o ma ho chulo fine, I don't know what that is. Nyo put ma will tuero biro diel. Put ma will tuero biro diel. Gueno nyorubia chente. So ichulo fine. Ichulo fine. That's what he means. Fine. Or jog lebachul. Okay. Ichulo fine if you violate any of these chick. Okay. Ichulo gingo diel gueno nyorubia nyochente. Money. Okay. Kala bal dong peregi jami mere ma wachoni. Lotino awobe kwanyo wa tiene nyotong mere wako. Kakono dano man mao mako ni obedo ngat ma pajo. Dok en peregi diel gueno nyorubia en tuere chulo put mere gi atuku achiel mi bel. Pilok man inino mi rodo got dano duju gore tienge guru tienge nyokalo diro ma ochiro ka rodo got odugo pajo. Chikwar pa chuli wacho ni jami ma gi jogo inino mi rodo got luaka ye moko nino ma miero dano ogore kwere ka chamo jami man. Chikwaro okwero ni jami ma ojogo chalo diel gweno nyorubia miero pe omi bod dano manok. Lo diro kaka duju miero ocham kachiel. Jo palwa bene tiegi jok achiel ma giluongo jok oloko. Wan pe wang'eyo dano ma koro chiriba mi tim palwa. Mi ariyo wan bene pe wang'eyo nying dano ma yubo wang jok oloko. Jok tu ti achiel oluongo ni oloko mi palwa, okay? So I'm not going to read anymore. Okay, this is just a brief introduction about where they are team Tugi Berenini. Now I'm going to show you, okay? I'll be quiet about Palwar later on. I'm going to share my screen. Let me see how much time I spent already. Almost 20 minutes. Let me share my screen so I can show you where Palwar is located. Okay, I'll pull out my tag. Let me see. Eastern Equatoria. Let me make sure you can see it, okay? Okie dokie. Amos, I'm not sure if you're watching. If you're not, I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. This is Eastern Equatoria. Now, I want you to have in mind the different communities in Palwar that we just read about, okay? Remember, Palwar Tigi community na di Boro. Kanela Luni Palwar, Amicha, Koyo, Pabe, wala Pabe, Lamarati, Agata, Omere, Nyomeri, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Lobone, Yangi Lobone, Ki Isor, wala Isore. Okay, so now watch here on the map. I'm going to zoom out first so you can see, okay, where everything is located. Oops, sorry, it's moving. Okay, now you see the context, okay? There's Uganda, South Sudan, Ethiopia to the east, Central African Republic to the west, and so is Congo to the southwest, okay? Of course, the northern region is Sudan, okay? There's Juba. Now I'm going to zoom in slowly so you can see it, okay? Okay, now they said Pajok is to the west of Palwar, and Obar is to the north, basically. So right there next to Pajok, you'll see the communities of Palwar. Let me open it up some more. Okay. This is all Palwar here, okay? Okay. See next to Pajok, you see all the communities of Palwar there that I was just reading about, okay? Lomarati is right there. Isoro, well, Isore. Sorry for not pronouncing it correctly. What else is here? Koyopabe, Agata. So if you go up north, that's a ball. You see it low T, Katira, get what cover. Okay. Now, let me see if I could zoom in more so you can see other places. So Lobone right here, actually Loboni. Lobone is also part of Palwa right here. So this is the border between South Sudan and Uganda, present-day South Sudan and Uganda. Sorry, it's moving. Okay, Labone is right there, close to the border. Labone is part of Palwa. Okay, so if you go up further north into South Sudan, you have other regions of Palwa, which is Lomarati and Isore. Isor. If you know how to pronounce this correctly, please help me. Apwoyo. Katira, kon wakwana baret, kon katira, katira. Excuse my pronunciation, please. Okay, so this is mostly Palwar right here in this region, right here. Let me see if I can zoom in anymore. I'm not sure if I can zoom in. And I really have to kind of give an applause to the satellite missions able to capture this right now. It doesn't capture everything. It captures enough for us to get the idea of where Palwa is located. Okay, we see this Pajok to the west, like it says in the book, and then to the east, of course, is Palwa. East of Pajok is Palwa, and right ahead up north is Oba, and you see Loti there. That's where God Loti is, and other places in Oba. Okay, now. What else can I find? Okay, what else? I'm gonna zoom out and let me actually show you another map first. I'm gonna stop sharing this one and share another one. Okay. Okay, let me see. I hope I can get it. This is Google Maps. I trust Google Maps. Is this where I was earlier? Let me see. Basically shows the same thing because it's using the same satellite mission. Google uses a lot of the same satellite missions from NASA. Let me see if I can zoom in. It still has Lobone and the same communities in Palwa. Okay. If I zoom in any closer, I'm not able to get what I'm looking for as far as the other, maybe 4 or 5 other communities in Palwa, but I'm able to get Lomarati, Esor, Isore, and Lobone. I'm able to get Lobone. Okay. You can play around with this on Google Maps. Go to Google Maps and then get the satellite view. And you can always type in where you want to see. Here I'm looking at Palwa town, South Sudan, Eastern Equatoria. If I type in, say, let me see if I can get it, okay? Let me say Agata. I don't know if it'll be able to pick that up. Again, this is a satellite mission that is still being trained by the U.S. Agata Palwa. No, it's not going to do that. Agata Eastern Equatoria. I don't think it'll be able to pick it up. No, it's not able to pick it up. Let me see. What other places can I search? Koyo, Koyo, Pabe, South Sudan. And I'm sure the spelling it may not be exactly the way it is um, through satellite. Hmm. So some of these other communities, we're not able to find it through satellite. Um, Koyo, South Sudan, no, South Sudan. No. So at least we're able to locate where Palwar is. Palwar is right next to Pajok towards the east there. Okay. And that's all I was able to find for today. Just play around with Google Maps and zoom in to that eastern region next to Pajok, the region east of Pajok. Okay, that's where Palwar is. It doesn't pick up everything, but you're able to see some of the communities um, in Acholi territories in southern Sudan, present-day South Sudan, very close to the border of South Sudan and Uganda there. Um, you see that Lobone, as soon as you cross over into South Sudan, present-day South Sudan, you see Lobone, and you work your way up, and you'll see other places in Palwa. Okay? That's as much as I can get for you today. And I know that I'll be reading about Palwa. Maybe, if not the end of next week, I'll be reading about Palwa the week after next week. I want to finish reading about Pajok Lacham and Pajok Lachwich. Okay. I hope this helps, Amos. I hope you're watching. Um, Play around with that a little bit. Okay. Um, Let me add it to stage. I guess I wasn't showing the screen. I wanted to. Okay. I guess I was talking without showing the screen. Right here, if you cross the border from Uganda um, into present-day South Sudan, you'll cross into Lobone from this side. Okay, from this side, you get into Lobone and you work your way up into other regions within Palwa. Okay, right here. And to the west of that is Pajok. I'm sure Pajok, they can either cross from Lobone or they may cross from here. Either way, you're right next to Pajok. And then to the north, you have a ball. Okay. I hope that helps. Please play around with it and see what you can find. And then let us know. Okay. Apwoyo. I hope this helps you visualize where you're from or visualize where Palwar is in present day South Sudan. Okay. All right, friends, I'm going to stop here. If you have any comments, you'd like to share a map of Palwar or any other Acholi territories that we created locally in South Sudan or within Acholi communities in South Sudan, please share that with us. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Chaka Leb Acholi, and our official Facebook page is also Chaka Leb Acholi. And I'm also on TikTok. I post snippets of these videos on TikTok. TikTok is Chaka Ikang South Sudan. I'm also on Facebook as Chaka Ikang South Sudan. Thank you so much, guys. Let me know what you think about the maps. I know for sure that my dad wanted to draw out a map of Acholi communities or Acholi territories within South Sudan, so we can see where all these little subclans are located today, or these Acholi communities are located today in present-day South Sudan. If you Google Acholiland or Acholi territories today on Google or anywhere on the web, you'll mostly find information about Uganda, northern Uganda, or Acholi territories in Uganda, but you won't find as much about Acholi territories in South Sudan or present-day South Sudan. So my dad has been working on a map. I'm not sure how far he's got so far. He spent a lot of time in Lobone, but he's not from Lobone. He's not from Palwar. We're from Patanga. But anyways, let me know if you have any information about Acholi maps in South Sudan, apart from the ones we can find on the web or through Google Maps or satellite. Please share it with us. Please like, comment, share. Apwoyo. Okay? I'm Jackline Ikang of God. It's nice sharing this information with you all. Let me know what you think. And I'll be reading about Pagaya next. Apwoyo. Have a good night. I'm not sure if my friend there left me a comment or not. Almost let me know what you think. Okay? So I can see if I can find more information or share that with you and other members who are watching. Okay? Apwoyo. Now, I'm going to start reading about Pagaya. I'm not going to be able to finish the whole thing because my son is not going to let me. But for right now, thank you guys. Take care.